Welcome back to Once Upon a Time in Gaming. Today we're going to look at some game pickups. But before that, Dave, what you been playing?
Oh, thank you for going to me first.
Yeah, if you figured you were wearing the Sea of Thieves shirt, so.
Yep, I appreciate you noticing, actually.
I bought
Thank
it for you.
I can't find mine.
So, Xbox Game Pass just dropped a couple new games, but the one I've just started to play, I got through intro, and the first level is Deathloop. I believe that's what it's called, right?
Oh, yeah.
You guys tried that one yet?
I have not, but that's like time. You can like travel through time or something.
Sure.
Not necessarily. So, I mean, Deathloop essentially, like a lot of movies that came out, essentially you die and you have to relive that moment over again.
Groundhog
yeah.
Day kind of thing.
Same concept. Honestly, when I looked at the cover, I thought it looked really bad, but I figured I'd give it a shot. And I think the intro alone, as far as getting you into it, the voice acting, the way that character feels the way you do about like what the heck is going on here, it was definitely something interesting. I'm going to continue to play here.
Yeah, I'll probably have to check that out because I do like time travel movies where you're like, what the hell did I just watch? Yeah, so I'll have to check that out.
And then the other game, not so intriguing, but I was just curious. Double Kick Heroes. Have you heard of that?
I've played that.
Yeah.
That's the one where it's like it's just you drive a car, right?
Yeah.
It's like a metal band,
You
you just time certain things to kill like
yeah,
enemies.
It's
It's
Guitar
pretty fun.
Hero shooting zombies in a car with rock, so it's pretty.
Was that on Game Pass too?
Yeah.
Yeah,
even
you'll
know.
find
Don't
yourself
even
like
tell me.
bobbing your head to it too, because like
Don't know what that
dun, dun, and you're just like, and then you die and you gotta.
First
do
time I
it
played it, because I didn't do instructions, I went straight to it. I'm just pressing the A button, shooting, and I'm like, why am I getting hit so much? I had to go back. I'm like, oh, you have to obviously alternate the guns.
Yeah.
But very simple.
Pretty fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would check that out if you guys haven't played that. What about you, Rich? What you playing?
I didn't play much. I was on vacation.
Okay.
And
Where'd you go?
Where did I go? Oh, Vegas, and
That's
then
right.
Disneyland, and then the OC Auto Show, which was pretty sick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But while I was at the airport, I did bring my Nintendo Switch because it is portable.
I didn't know that.
I brought the Blue Switch Lite that I have, and I was playing the Bowser's Fury, which was pretty fun. I played that. The flight to Vegas is like 35 minutes in the air, so I didn't play too much. But I played that a little bit, and then Deathloop I also did play.
Yeah.
But I played that on PS5.
Okay.
Which just because I have the copy of it, but it's dope that it's on Game
Did you
Pass.
purchase it?
I purchased it a while ago.
Oh, got it.
But
Sucker.
yeah, so that's what I've been playing.
Okay. Jared?
And then hang on.
Oh,
whoa.
he said he wasn't
Hang on.
playing.
I didn't play
anything.
much.
He jumped all over
But
it.
then I also played NFL 2K5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And if you do it, you know what?
I've heard of it. Yeah.
If you want to know about NFL 2K5, we just did a video on NFL 2K5.
Yeah.
Phenomenal
Great video.
game, according to 3 of us.
Yeah.
And one of us didn't like it. So
Go find
watch
out who
that.
didn't
Yeah.
like it. Yeah.
Find out who didn't like it.
Jared, what about you? What you been playing?
So I started this zoo game yesterday.
Oh, you did?
It's on Game Pass.
Yeah.
Oh, it actually looked if I remember the graphics kind of look like Stardew Valley.
It's like
right?
Stardew Valley, and you make a zoo. I think it's We Made a Zoo or Let's Make a Zoo, something like that. I don't even know the name of it.
Let's
We
make it.
Let's make
escaped
it
a
a-
zoo. That's
So you
different.
basically have a little
game.
plot of land. Start a little plot of land. You
Okay.
make a little character, and then you have to make like little things for animals. Again, I only have
Yeah,
chickens.
like
'cause
pens and
I
stuff.
can't. I guess you can get like elephants and stuff, but I only have like little chickens. So it's a pretty crappy.
So your zoo is a farm?
Pretty much, it's a pretty crappy zoo,
Where
and
are
then
Sounds
you
like-
basically build things to
Okay.
maybe get animals from other countries.
I would assume you'd have to import. Like,
Yeah,
an
and then you have to
elephant
wait.
from
You have to
Africa.
wait. So then, if you get like one, it takes like supposedly like 6 in-game hours, then you'll see a helicopter fly over in a crate,
that's
and
pretty
drop them in
cool.
thing. But you have to put them in the right encampments or whatever they're called.
environment, yeah.
I put a pig in the wrong area.
he
And what
died.
happened? Did you turn him into bacon?
No, he's not happy at all.
My bad.
He's
It's a
now-
zoo. My
yeah.
bad.
He's
No,
now a
but
wild boar.
But it's funny how you say that though, because you can make good and bad choices in this game. So, for instance, you can make your zoo more of like.
Like Tiger King?
Yeah, so it's like everything's like covered. Everything's covered. It's more in like industrial, or you can make it
Jurassic
good
Park,
where it's just like an open regular zoo.
It's better for the animals. But
Yeah, so like
not
one of the
for
first
money.
choices I had was my assistant said we found a dog, and it's like A, it's a Labrador.
Yeah. It's
So
like going to
A,
zoo.
so I instantly thought of you guys. So A, it says you could put a lion suit on him and act like he's a lion.
Oh my god.
Or B, you could put an ad in the paper and see you can find his owner. Now you guys can decide which is
Yeah.
the good and bad choice
I
on
probably
that.
would have just kept the dog
Well,
myself.
wait, hang on. So you're putting a lion suit on to try to trick the guest that he's a lion, or so the other lions will eat him?
No,
No, no.
I don't even have
Trick
lions
the
yet,
guests.
so
okay.
it's just to
Trick the
trick the
guests.
guests. It's one of the first choices
That's
in the
like-
game you can make. So
What,
it's
what did
not-
you decide?
I put an ad in the newspaper, and then I don't know what
Sucker.
happened to him because it was like maybe like 2 days later, and I
good
don't
guy.
know if he was gone. They never really gave me
But
details.
you didn't keep track of the dog?
No, you never see the dog. It just
So
says,
he
"Hey,
ran
we
away
found
again.
it."
Okay.
He probably just ran away.
So currently, you have a pig and some chickens.
No, I have a pig by himself
And a
in the
lion
corner.
dog.
Okay.
I have a couple chickens, and I think I have a goose. I think. So
This-
one's like a desert area, and one's like grass.
This legitimately sounds like a farm.
Well, he's just starting.
well, I'm just starting, and I just made a nursery. So I don't know what it does, but it looked like a good
For
idea.
kids?
Yeah.
No, the nursery's probably to grow like
Yeah.
some type of.
And then there's a research. There's
What
a
do you call it? You create a It's not like that kind of nursery. It's,
Then there's a research area too. You can research like
Yeah.
different animals and different because you have to decorate your farm too.
So it's like the Jurassic Park game, but like
He's mad at me
Yeah.
again.
No, the farm. You have to
Yeah.
you have to decorate your farm. You can put like different trees. Like you put like giraffe trash cans and
Okay.
hot dog stands. But my thing is pretty trash.
So you have a vision for what like you want it to look like?
No idea.
How
Okay.
long have you played?
Like an hour and a half.
Oh, that's it.
oh, that's
Okay.
pretty quick.
And how did you
actually.
get the chickens and the goose and
Well,
the pig?
so they you know how they have tutorials at the beginning of the game. Your assistant's like, hey, click this button to get to this tab, and I got to the tab. And it's like, okay, pick. The only thing we have available are chickens.
Okay.
And then I actually like I actually have a rabbit too.
Oh, I don't think.
Why'd you keep that quiet?
No,
Because I
it's a
just
farm.
thought of it right now.
Oh, got it.
Okay.
And then if you have certain rabbits, you can if they have partners, they can make it like a special type of like a different species, I guess. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but you could do that. And then I only had 2 pairs I wanted to mate, and every time I did, it said it's already pregnant. So I'm like, all right, well they already got busy.
Dude,
so
you've
they don't need me for
legitimately-
that.
Am I the only one that's been sold on this game? I really want to play this farm zoo.
And the thing is,
Yeah.
because not to do one of those flex, but my internet's so good, I literally
Oh.
put install. It's like boom, installed.
What was it like 3 gigs?
No, like 500 megabits or whatever.
Oh.
I think that's
Instantaneously.
No, that's not.
everyone's-
Yeah, it's not just your internet. The game's just small.
Instant. I was like, all right, cool.
Well, if it's that small, I'll have to install it. Too.
Yeah, and I think you can just do that from the
Did
cloud,
you
too.
already get some gamer score? Because
I
that's
got,
why Brad would
I
be.
got 35. I did not want to tell him that because we're actually tied. And yesterday, I think we have a few hours to the end of the
What are
month.
you at?
4,035.
Oh wow.
So he's at the same thing.
How many are you averaging a week?
Oh no, I average. What my goal is now. I'm going to give you a little insight of how I do it since
Yeah.
we're on the topic.
I'm just curious.
I like to get at least 4,000 a month
Okay.
That's a lot.
because it's 4,000, maybe a little bit over 4,000. That gives me about 50,000 a year. I want to get to
All of
100.
a sudden, he's a mathematician. You know what I mean?
So I figured, and I originally started that because I was way behind you, and you were smashing me too. So I was like, I got to catch up to you guys. So I figured, hey, I did the math, I did the research on what you were doing. If
Yeah.
I do about 4,000, maybe a little close to 5,000 a month, I'll pass you in 2 years. And so what happened?
You
I
passed
passed
it.
you in 2
That's
years.
wow.
Yeah.
So here's what I love about that. Jared is not a planner, a budgeter, nothing. But when it comes to Game
Achievement,
Pass
though.
or achievement
Yeah.
score,
Well, then I have a
all of
couple.
sudden in
and,
2 years I'll have this.
like
well, then the thing
Right.
is, and I have a couple guys on YouTube. Like I have Achievement Land,
He's got
and
guys
then I
working
have
for him
is
basically.
it Maka? Maka's guys,
Maka's guys.
Maka 91 or something.
and then there's another guy named Cheva's guys or whatever. So I have 3 guys that
Well,
I
I don't
go
want
through.
those.
So how much money do you spend every month?
No, they're like $1 game. $2
But how much?
games.
A
month?
Hang on. I asked a question. I don't care how much you spend on each game. How much you spend a month to get your gamer score?
Maybe like $8.
$8. So at the
because
end
some-
of the year, how much is that? Almost $100.
Yeah,
He can't do the math.
it'd be $96.
In 2 years, you spent $200 more than David to pass him.
No, not necessarily.
No.
No.
I'm pretty sure David's
No,
cheap.
you want to know why? Because his ego feels good.
Okay.
And I actually get my Game Pass for free, so you
Jeez.
spend even more
Yeah,
than that.
he what he does is he backs out of it, cancels it, and
Yep.
then re-ups it, so they give him like bonuses.
So
and
if I
stuff.
pay for my gold subscription, they'll give me at some point, like a month later, they'll give me like a certain amount free. So I put a full year in, and I get the Game Pass for free.
Okay, so why
So, I
don't
mean,
you
it's like a
give
$5
the people a
free.
tutorial on how to do that?
I don't know how to do
That's
that.
pretty much it. No, honestly, they don't do it right away. So I left off Game Pass for about a month and a half, and then they usually send you like a little on the home screen. They'll say join back for $1, and it will give you the same amount of time left you have on your Xbox Live. So if I had just 1 month, I'm paying $1, and I only get the 1 month. But if I put in like I got gift cards right for a full year, I add a year beforehand.
You
then I
cheap
join
son
in
of a
on the
bitch.
Game
Wait, how did you
Pass.
figure that out?
Because that's what I did the first time.
Maka's
so when they
guys.
first moved over, when they first moved over to Game Pass, that was the promotion essentially. So whatever time you had on Game Pass separately and your gold subscription, when you went to Ultimate, all that would convert into basically time paid for. So I ended up doing about three free years, I think it was.
Oh my god.
Well, he
Yeah.
went through and kept
Or, sorry,
adding
36 months.
every free month he had, and
yeah,
every
yeah.
game he
I
kept
just
adding.
cashed
it.
in.
Good for you.
Well, the thing is,
dude.
I don't even know how much I pay. I guess it's 15. right?
15.
15.
Well, I didn't notice it because I just barely started doing online banking, barely. So
Really?
like, yeah. So maybe like a couple weeks ago, I said, "Oh, Xbox, whatever, Game Pass." And I'm like, "Okay." And then all of a sudden, it popped up again. I'm like, "Wait, why do you charge?" Well, I pay for Producer Rich's too. I pay for both of them
Interesting.
that he doesn't really use. But
Brad, what games have you been playing?
I did not get a chance to play too much. I did think of one game since you were talking about that zoo game that I need you guys to try because it's dark. It actually kind of matches with the Halloween theme, but it's also super fun.
Have you played it on RBJR game
No,
to stream
no,
it?
no, I have
Not yet.
not. No, this is before I think I even had that channel. But I did play a little bit of Kirby because basically what happens is when Linda struggles, she goes, "Oh, I'm so upset," and I'm just like, "Let me have it," and then I beat it like really quick. So because obviously she's, she's a girl and she
flex.
doesn't play a lot of video
Game flex.
games.
Yeah.
So like she's.
I was gonna
Yeah.
try and save that. but-
Yeah, no, she's not very like she doesn't play a lot of games, right? So
Yeah.
whatever.
That was better
and then
phrased
I
that way.
played obviously 2K5. I won't say what needs to be said about who's certified or who didn't certify that game. And then I played a little bit of Rainbow Six Siege and immediately rage quit because I got shot like as soon as the round started by a teammate, and I was like, nope, don't have the energy for this.
Did you die or just got shot once and then turned off the game?
No. Oh yeah, I get what you mean.
So
But the game I was going to tell you about, it's called, and Jared, I think you see me play it. It's called Graveyard Keeper.
I played that.
And you basically
talked about
are you run like a what would you even call that, a grave site, but you also like embalm the
Cemetery.
bodies, a cemetery. You manage the entire thing,
Yeah.
and it's kind of an 8-bit top down like that, but it feels so weird because like this donkey every morning like pulls like a little carriage and then just like flips it like a wrapped body on the floor, and you
Okay.
basically at first you got to carry it all the way into like your room and then embalm it basically.
Yeah.
And depending on what you do, you get more points. You can fix up your cemetery. But then you get like this little chute. You can just drop them down. And they like fall down. It's one of those games you can put 100 hours in and not do anything.
So at the end of the game, if you beat it, do you get like a certification to go do that in real life?
No, because it's 8-bit. I don't think that
No,
would that
okay.
would classify. I don't even remember the ending. I just remember it's one of those games too. You're like, I gotta be near the end. And then
I
it's
don't
like
know
another
if there's
20
a story
hours.
though. I think you just play and just keep playing.
No, you get sucked into another dimension. I know that
Oh,
because
okay.
you're like, what am I doing
Oh,
here?
you're right.
And
I
there's
do
this
remember that, yeah.
floating head who's like,
spoilers.
and then it's just like, and it says
Well,
like,
now I don't wanna
pick
play.
up the body.
So before we get into Jared's game pickups, was there a new Call of Duty that dropped? Was there like a beta or something that dropped?
I'm not too sure. I'm not a Call of Duty.
You guys aren't a
player.
big Call of
No,
Duty?
I have
guy?
no idea.
I got a coworker who was telling me about it. I think last week, and he was super
I
excited
think
about
Call of
it.
Duty Modern Warfare 2 probably. That's the newest one's coming
Yeah,
out.
and he said there's
Oh.
an open beta or something like that, and he was super excited to play. I didn't know if any of you did, but you're not Call of Duty.
No,
guys.
because the
He was-
original
yeah.
Modern Warfare, the second one, is like kind of heralded as the best Call of Duty game. So this is like their remake of that one, I think,
couldn't tell you,
or maybe
That's
they're
why I asked.
online. So that's
Crickets.
probably what it is. The only thing that almost got me to download it was they had a battle royale, or what do they call it, Warzone, where randomly it was Kong versus Godzilla, or Godzilla versus Kong, and like they were actually in the world, and they would do special bonuses and like blow up houses. They try to rip off Battlefield.
And you're a big
basically.
Godzilla guy, so you almost got sucked in.
Yeah, I almost did. Yeah, and then I just watched a couple of people stream it like on Twitch, and I was like, oh,
Nice.
it's cool, but then it's the same thing over and over. It's like, not worth it.
Right on, Jared. Let's get into your game pickup. So
Yeah.
weekly we do some game pickups. I've picked up quite a bit of stuff that's all been hated on by the guys here. Brad's picked up some stuff.
A couple things. Yeah.
Jared picks up stuff probably more than the rest of us.
Feel these bad
David
boys.
doesn't pick up
Not a thing.
nothing.
No,
at
Get a
least not
feel.
yet. But
Feel these. I can't now. Obviously, I haven't opened these, so these could be horrible.
You didn't even open. Oh, okay.
So I want you to touch it. You guys
That-
take a guess.
That's a thickie.
what you think those are.
a thick.
Well, it feels like a figurine in here.
That's like a Bible. I don't know.
Imagine
Sure.
it's King James Bible.
This is a thick.
Is it themed, like Halloween themed, or is it just
It's not Halloween themed.
Okay.
It's definitely gaming themed.
I don't
Obviously.
know why I'm thinking Sonic. It's stuck in my head
Gaming
because that guy's
themed.
staring at me over there.
So
themed?
I ordered one of these maybe a week ago, and I ordered the second one like 3 days after that, and they came exactly.
He
the same.
Told you it does.
every time. You were right. You're Amazon conspiracy guy.
my
But you were
gosh.
right.
So
Anyways,
I don't know what I paid for these. I don't remember. I would have to pull up my phone.
No, we know he's gonna undersell it.
And so, do you guys want to know the
What-
price?
what-
I
How
do wanna
about you
know.
do that while I open it,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
I'll let you pull it out.
I agree.
Okay.
Pull it up.
So get your phone. Here, let's open
I'm
this
thinking
one.
they were about 30 some a piece. To see if
30,
I was right.
30 some a
Before
piece.
shipping, right?
Or is that total?
No, I'm talking total now. See, I
Okay.
learned my
Total.
lesson.
Okay.
Well, I don't
I
trust
don't
you
think
anymore.
he didn't learn.
Okay,
It
I
only
actually.
took 4 videos. But
Yeah.
you got
Yeah.
it.
Let's see.
Okay, this is gonna be hard to open.
Let's see what I got here.
And you're not even opening the thickie.
Well, I bite my fingernails.
I think they're
so
both
don't-
thickies, to be
While
honest.
we're
with you.
waiting, Rich, go ahead and do the ESPN music again.
I feel like I blew out their eardrums last time.
Do the Jeopardy one.
Right.
Okay,
Here,
I'll help
I
with
don't-
this one.
Okay, so one of these had free shipping.
Yeah, you got the tape first.
Wow. With tax, one was $42.99.
See, he said 30, not even close.
Well, that was one. Let me see what the second was.
Wait, you said with tax. You said with shipping too?
Free shipping on that one.
Oh, free shipping. I
Free
should
shipping.
listen better. Sorry.
Here, open that, dude. My hands are so
All that
weak.
working out.
Second one actually had free shipping as well.
Okay.
$38.58.
So
This
about
one-
40 each.
Yeah,
That
this
was
one-
open.
He really undershot. He said 30 each.
Yeah,
It's
it was
actually about 40-ish.
Came from Shu Kato.
Dude, that's from Japan.
That is Retro Games Japan.
Oh,
Okay.
but
No,
no, it says Montrose,
Colorado.
Colorado.
So you
That's
guys
pretty
want
awesome.
to take a guess?
A mini console? No, I have no idea.
Yes.
Sega Genesis Mini. Do you guys already have that?
No.
I have no clue.
Just go ahead and open it.
It is Sega themed.
Shenmue guy.
You're getting somewhere.
Okay.
You're getting somewhere now.
Ryo Hazuki Bible?
Is that even a thing? Like,
I have no idea.
No idea.
I'm going to
Okay.
say it's the guy on the forklift.
No, you gotta listen to the bubble wrap.
Yeah, there's
For
more.
those of you that
packaging.
enjoy that, it's a lovely sound sometimes.
maybe I should have had these open and prepared already, right?
This one's ready to rock.
Okay.
Can rock out with the...
I don't. Yeah, I don't want to look though.
Okay.
No, it's in a box and a bag, so we got to unbox the bag.
God.
Or unbag the box.
This is very.
Is it just a brown box?
No, it's a... Yeah, you can look at the box. It's a USPS
okay.
box. Oh my
Shenmue
gosh.
2 on
Yeah.
the Dreamcast, the
Yeah.
Japanese version.
That's
Dude,
great.
that's pretty dope.
Dude, that's gotta be
But
like
here's the
$100
thing.
bucks.
This is not
Oh, he
just
told us.
this is not just
the game. This is
Shenmue 2.
soundtrack.
This is the special edition one,
Well,
which
of
cost
course.
me another $15.
Wait, on top of the 42, or
No, because if you
I know what you meant.
so
Is this
the
is the
regular-
Dreamcast region locked? Can
yeah.
you play this?
No,
Well, you
this
can't
is
play
just this
Oh,
is just to
for
have the
collection.
Japanese version.
That's cool.
So it should have everything.
Wow.
So, but the special edition on the Shenmue 2
Looks like-
has
did he keep
It
the
came with
discs?
Virtua
it came
Fighter
with
4.
it comes with this. Yeah, that's exactly how they come to. They don't come with anything with
Is it a
those.
demo or is that the actual game?
The Virtua Fighter 4 Passport
So look at
and
this.
Virtua Fighter 4 History.
Now you can't tell me that's not cool.
That is pretty
All
cool.
the Japanese stuff in it.
Yeah, what's it say?
The characters.
Hang on, let me see.
No clue.
Don't know.
Yeah.
So it has. Now these are just
It's just gonna
just to
offend
have
somebody.
them.
Dude, that's pretty dope. Normally you buy stuff that I don't agree with and I'll hate on it like you hate on my Nintendo stuff, but that's pretty cool.
Well, see, I saw one. I was like, that's a good idea to have it. But then, if I'm not mistaken, the regular edition doesn't have this. It's just this.
Yeah, no, it never came with a sleeve.
Now-
See, but you're acting more like me. And, what's the point of having it if you're never going to open it? What's the point of having it if you're never going to
he's
play
gonna he's gonna
collector.
There's a
break
little bit
it.
of a difference
Exactly.
there.
Now, I
That's
looked-
the same thing.
Well,
You
because
collect
I
stuff
always,
that's
I
not
always
what
wanted,
you like to
I always
watch.
wanted this on Dreamcast. You know, obviously Shenmue 2 was only on Xbox, and now it's on, Xbox One and stuff.
I don't think it's closed all the way. I think that's
Yeah, it's not
looks like
gonna
the tip of it. Here, let Richard do that.
Yeah,
can
you wanna
open
do
this
that?
one. Yeah.
I don't
So
want to,
I
but
always
will.
wanted it, but I didn't. The European version is more money than Japanese version. I don't know why.
All we had to do is click it. That was hilarious.
We will do B-roll so you can see all of it up close.
Same thing,
Okay.
Rich. Shenmue Special Edition,
Oh, that's the first one, though.
first one.
See, what I like about this one is it says Shenmue 2. That says Scribbles.
No, it says Shenmue. No, it doesn't.
It says Shenmue
I'm
and
wrong.
So
Japanese.
now this one
But it's the Japanese edition.
comes
so
with the soundtrack.
I understand.
Oh, the jukebox.
That's pretty sick.
So see, same thing.
Okay, whoever wrote. Once again, he said we'll do some B-roll, so you'll see this. But whoever wrote Heartbeats, that's terrible handwriting.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Look at that. Whoever did that does not write in English very often.
Yeah, that's...
So this is actually better condition than my regular one.
This looks a little wet, huh?
Yeah, but I think it was
Was it?
it was a little bit
used?
cheaper. Well, yeah, they're used.
Yeah.
But yeah, see, it's
This one looks like it hasn't been touched as much.
that one looks. The box looks like it's fatter, doesn't it?
Maybe. Well, yeah, that one
What's
came
on
with
the two games?
with
The
the
Virtual
two
Fighter?
virtual.
Oh, yeah,
ones,
this comes with
this
that
came
one,
with
that's right.
Shenmue Jukebox.
So I got the Japanese ones. I thought it was always cool to be Japanese ones. I kind of want the European ones, but it's not. It's not necessary. But they're also way more money. For some reason, the European version's more. I noticed looking online at eBay for any type of Japanese, even Dreamcast games, they're always cheaper. So you can get, if you're looking for a Dreamcast game that's too expensive, you can play both. Just get the Japanese version.
You know, I noticed that about the GameCube games.
Cheaper.
They're much cheaper, and they come in a cool...
They do.
A different GameCube case, so it's really cool just to... Like, to your point, you're not going to be able to play these, but to have them, it's really cool to own. And Yeah, I like
well,
that.
well,
Dude.
some
That's good.
games, for
It's a good
instance,
pickup.
some games for like this, obviously you have to speak Japanese because there's no subtitles. It was made in Japanese. You're not gonna understand anything. But like Mario Kart, for instance, you're getting it for Nintendo 64. Just get the Japanese version. There's no story. You can get if your
Yeah.
thing's not region locked or you have one that can play both. Just get the Japanese version because it's $20-some for that compared to 50 or 60
Yeah.
for the American version. Now, obviously, games have stories you can't unless you
Yeah.
speak Japanese.
Yeah.
Or
Has
unless
anybody?
you played it as much as you have. you
Exactly.
probably
So
know
I
what it says.
literally can tell you the story without even.
Well, I can tell you the sailors part. No, nobody likes that.
Well, David actually played both of them too. He played the Xbox.
Yeah,
Actually,
they're
you
fun.
played the Xbox version, and then you played it when they re-released it for Xbox One. And you played it.
My all-time favorite thing about that whole game
The motorcycle.
is the motorcycle.
Oh, yeah.
The way it leans.
The forklift driving.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's hilarious.
I remember when the same thing when we saw the Dreamcast, and I saw this in a book. The first open world, whatever. I thought it was the most amazing game I've ever seen in my life.
Still looks pretty good. to be
I thought it was
honest.
amazing the way you can just everybody has a regular job. They do their thing, and then you can open up pretty much touch everything. You can open up the drawers in his room.
Wasn't there a part where you could like put coins in a machine and
Yeah.
get like
Yeah,
a little
but-
toy?
So
or
there was
something?
no game.
That's cool, too.
There was no game like that.
You collected
and I was
items in that, yeah.
like I said, this was 1999 probably, so I was 11 and never seen a game like it. And I remember I played it because yet again back to your friend. Your friend had it and he let me borrow it, and I thought this is the most amazing thing I've ever played in my life.
Yeah,
and
that
then-
and Blue Steel or
Looks
something.
like
Yeah,
he's getting
okay,
a little
Blue Stinger.
teary-eyed over there.
It's Blue Stinger.
It's
But
beautiful.
even to this day, like there's nothing like playing this on a Dreamcast. I mean, it's cool to have on an Xbox One because it loads faster.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna have a higher frame rate, but there's nothing like playing it on the Dreamcast where it came from because you hear that the gears and
Yeah.
all that stuff grinding or whatever. You can hear the machine, and
It's reading
it's
the
taxing
disc,
that machine. Like
Mhm.
it's going to the max.
Well, I remember obviously this is a one-player game, and I remember I would watch Jared play it, and I felt like I was playing because
Oh,
I'd
yeah.
watch him play, and I would literally like help him budget his money.
yeah,
He'd be like, "Oh, how much can I spend?" I'd be like, "You can spend 500 yen."
yeah,
on
because
that
you had a
slot
certain amount of
machine."
yen I didn't want to spend, and then you actually had to beat this game by investigating because this is 1999,
Yeah.
2000. You couldn't just go on the internet like now or watch somebody do it. You actually had to figure it out on your own. Nowadays, you can beat anything.
You could speed run
You
it
could
pretty
speed run,
quick.
yeah.
There was no Maka games.
Nothing back then, no.
Back then.
So you had to
might have
literally,
been.
you actually had to go through your notebook. And I remember when you played the remaster one, you were telling me I wasn't going to use anything online. I'm going to actually go through the notebook, and it gives you some sense of pride, like, hey, I
Oh,
actually
yeah.
figured
Makes it more
everything out.
entertaining,
Yeah.
For sure.
So it's in my
Takes a
thing,
lot
it's
longer.
probably the best game ever made.
Could you give like a quick little brief synopsis of what the game's supposed to be about, so anyone who
So
hasn't
Shenmue
played it-
dude,
Oh, here we go.
So
Ryo Hazuki,
Get ready.
okay.
his father was killed, Iwao Hazuki,
Spoiler.
by a gentleman named Landy, who's a big time scumbag. So he comes.
Is he a part of like some sort of criminal?
Chinese. I want to say he's a Chinese yakuza. If I remember, Chinese,
think
not
so.
the yakuza, Chinese, like whatever they call him in China.
Mafia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he kills your father. You don't know why. And he beats the shit out of you because you're just a kid. You're like 18.
Yeah.
And they take this mirror or whatever, and then they leave. And then you basically wake up like days later after you get your ass kicked, and you have to figure out why your dad was killed. So
That's literally it.
that's
You go
basically it.
from
So
there.
you go down to, and
Yeah.
then you can waste time just going to the arcade playing old like Outrun.
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 Yeah.
You could play old games like that, or you can just
Gamble.
go in the park and practice your moves. Because every now and then you will get in fights. People will just pick on you, and you have to fight them.
The
And then you
fighting
have-
is a little clunky for
It's clunky now,
nowadays.
but back then it was like
Is Yakuza kind of like this?
Yakuza is like this, but Yakuza is a little bit over the top. Like you could pick up like bikes and just like swing and hit like 30 people. And in this game, if you have like 4 or 5 guys on you, you have to fight them tactically because they will gang up on you.
Oh, yeah.
Yakuza, you could just literally beat the crap out of everybody.
So I feel like Yakuza has more of the fighting style of like Dead Rising.
Yeah, sounds like it.
yeah,
or like Konami.
or
Is
like
that
Devil,
Konami?
kind of like Devil May Cry, the way you're so fast, and this is more
Yeah.
like original Resident Evil.
Yeah,
it's
you have to like
slower,
take half
control.
steps,
Yeah.
half steps back to like avoid people hitting you. But
But according
Doesn't
to-
doesn't it have that? Was it where you have to push buttons at certain times?
Yeah, QTE. The
Yeah.
QTE now is overplayed, but when they brought this out,
It's like
QTE
the
was
first time.
was brand new.
Why do you say QTE? What's that stand
Quick
for?
time
Jared?
event.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
good. And I remember I liked this game so much that when Shenmue 2 came out for original Xbox, I watched him play the whole game. And he was trying to solve everything, and I was like, of course I knew where everything
Yeah,
was
you're
because
sitting
I
there
played it, smirking like I was smug, But I mean, hands down,
that was
best
Jared.
soundtrack in any game.
Yeah.
Hands down, best soundtrack in any video game.
You know, you like a lot of soundtracks.
Yeah.
That's actually a high price.
The best soundtrack in any game.
Yeah.
Wow.
This
I don't know
game,
about that.
Better than NFL 2K5.
Now-
I think the
Who
new
knows?
Yeah, we'll find out.
I think the new Doom might have a better soundtrack. That's just my opinion.
But that being said, this game was the most expensive game made at one time. I think it was like $60 million, and this is in the 90s.
Yeah.
Did it make its money back, or
No.
was it a commercial
No.
flop?
It sold it sold a good amount, but because the Dreamcast was such a flop that it had to sell every Dreamcast owner would have had to buy 2 copies each to make it even break even.
Wow.
This is the first one.
The second one only came out on Dreamcast in Europe and Japan because it was such a failure. Out here, we're not going to even have it. And then Bill, I think at the time Bill Gates was running Microsoft. They bought the rights to that one, the second one. So if you wanted to play it, you had to have an Xbox.
And there's a third one as well,
The
right?
third one's, from what I heard, I've never played it. Heard straight garbage.
Well,
Oh,
you
it's
can play
already
on.
out.
You
Never
can play
played
on
it.
Retro.
It's on PlayStation. I don't have a
PlayStation.
PlayStation.
Yeah, you
but I
want to
heard-
borrow my PlayStation?
I heard it's straight ass.
I feel like you owe yourself to play it though.
No, because when I saw the way it looked, like they changed all the. I mean, obviously they modernized it, but
Yeah.
they changed the graphics. They could have literally saved money on crowdfunding and by just using the same graphics and just continuing the story. They tried to make it
Yeah.
all slick, and he just looks like an ass. I heard they made it try to be like Yakuza, where you have to eat, I guess. And from every review I heard, it was straight. It was
Yeah,
terrible.
and then the ending.
And then yet again, it
yeah.
ends on a cliffhanger. So these games are cliffhangers. That one ends on a cliffhanger again. And spoiler alert, Landy beats your ass again. So you've learned nothing apparently in the first 2 games. Don't mess with that guy.
You can tell how much he really likes these original games because that was
This is the best game I've ever
Oh.
played in my life.
that was a rough
The
review for the
best
third
game.
one.
Yeah.
The best game I ever played in my life.
You're not the only one. It's a very, very popular game.
Yeah.
So if you have
That
a
was a great
dream,
game.
if anybody has a Dreamcast or wants to get a Dreamcast and say, hey, what game should I get?
Blue
This-
Stinger.
That one's a great one too. This is the one right here. This is literally why I wanted a Dreamcast and when I saw this game.
Interesting.
High praise.
It's the
High
best,
praise.
yeah, by far the best game I've ever played in my life. So get yourself a Dreamcast or just, come over. We can
He's already
What?
played it. You said you watched him play it.
play it again.
I'll
Is
play
it worth
again.
playing again? From an
Yeah. No, because I played it. It was 4 or 5 years back.
Yeah.
I replayed them both, and it's
Yeah.
still worth it. It's great.
You can
Absolutely
get it
awesome.
on Xbox. I think it was on sale for like $10 for the because it comes with both of them. I
think
have it over
Did
there.
I buy them both? I might have bought them both because they were actually on sale. Yeah.
I have it over there somewhere, but
Very
you
good.
could literally
Well, you have like over 1,000 games, so it's
Yeah.
gotta be alright.
Wow.
that will make it. I think 1028. I think.
There's no way you're
You
counting.
hear the way you
I
said
no, I have an
it?
app.
Are you really counting?
I have an app.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah, we know exactly.
1,028.
Okay.
You get all hyped
Do we have a
up.
counter up?
How much do you have?
Probably like 60.
And if you're ever trying to challenge
that
Jared
high.
on something, don't start an arms race. That's
No.
what he
Don't
tells
do
you.
it.
Never. Yeah.
Don't do it.
Because he will.
Learn the hard way.
Yeah.
So add this to your collection. Get yourself a dream.
I
you have a
have
Dreamcast.
I have Shenmue for Dreamcast.
And you've
then I
never
have
played it.
2 and 3. One for PS4 and one for Xbox.
Well, we're not worried about 3. Don't even worry about 3.
I mean, I'm saying if you're that big of a fan,
Yeah.
you owe yourself.
don't have a
to at least play-
PlayStation.
I'll bring it
That
over.
you should.
I'll bring it over. I'll pick Shenmue 3
I-
for the next game.
I
There you
don't
go.
have a PlayStation.
That's not
I
Halloween
don't-
themed.
Yeah,
It's that bad. It could be scary.
but I mean,
Wow.
unfortunately,
That's a reach.
the
I'll allow
quest
it.
for me to see
No,
what
stop
happens to the
allowing
story
it.
is never going to end. So because I'm never. I mean,
All right,
according
s-
3 was terrible, and they're not going to make a 4th one as of now
Yeah.
because it didn't make any money. So it's never. This saga's never going to end.
Well, speaking of coming to an end, I think we should end
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Good
Video.
segue. That's great.
That was
On,
wow.
You like that?
You
like that? We're
you-
getting good.
You earned the right to close it out with
Yep.
that segue. Go ahead.
So that does it for this week's episode of Game Pickups. Hopefully next week some of us bring some stuff. I'm mumbling. Bring some stuff to the table.
already have one coming in.
You have one coming
have
in.
one
I have.
coming in.
I have
Wow.
2.
I'll
I'm
get
not
some
going to ask David.
I'll get some stuff.
And then we'll show that next week. And what was the game we picked coming up as well?
House of the Dead
House of the Dead 2 is also coming up for our game of the week that we will be reviewing. So if you like the video, please leave a thumbs up.
Like,
What, something like that.
Something like
hit the
that.
notification
Subscribe,
bell, all
like,
that
hit
fun
the,
stuff.
you watch a lot of YouTube.
Yeah, I do.
If you want to hit the bell notification.
You should put that on the bottom. Little bell thing. They can click it.
Yeah, they'll find it.
I don't know how to do that. I guess
Yeah.
I'll figure it out. This is
All right.
all getting cut.
Yeah, cut it all. All right, peace.
Thank you.
Sup, dudes? If you like what you saw, hit the like, subscribe, and click that bell notification so that way you are alerted when a new video is uploaded. Thanks for watching.